All right. That was Tell Me Part One. I loved it, and I'm sure you loved it as well. With Mike, I'm sitting here with Micheal Jamal again, enjoying this conversation. So, Michael, where are you going to be performing, or do you have anything lined up that you're anticipating, participating in?
I just recently um, just did a Valentine's Day, pre-Valentine's Day performance last week. Yes, it was the 13th of February. We just put together a production with Smack the Indie Plug event up here, it's a promotional team up here in Dover, Delaware.
Mm-hmm.
And my movement, the Return of Real R&B movement, we joined up with them, and we put together a production entitled In the Pursuit of Love. And basically, it was bringing a house band in, playing for indie artists that wanted to sing with the band. And basically me trying to bring back that love thing again, bringing love and, real live music and stuff back in the air. So with the result of that, it turned out to be a great show. It wasn't packed. It was for it to be my first production. I really want to say that it was at least a good 55 to 65 people there, which is not bad. And for this little town, the goal is to do another one. It's going to be In the Pursuit of Love Part 2 called The Celebration. I plan on trying to do that for my birthday, which is March 29th. Or it's going to be basically celebrating the Aries season. So it may not be on my birthday, but it's going to be in the Aries season. So coming up real soon. I'm trying to stick to basically giving a live show with live music, trying to get away from the track music. I feel like we get more, the audience get a better feeling when you're singing with a live band. They get to see you, they get to hear you, they get to hear the pain. And when you're singing with a track music, you're on schedule. You're on a scheduled time. You gotta hurry up and sing what you already recorded. You can't go off of your heart and how you really feel sometimes. So this is basically the gist of this show. It's more than just a show. It's a movement for me. So yeah, basically be looking out for a show end of March, beginning of April, somewhere around that time, basically.
That is excellent. Now, I am an Aries as well, so I'm all for that.
Awesome, awesome.
Yes. Now, how do we follow you? Give us your Instagram, Facebook, all your social media pages so that we can follow you, so that we can keep up with where you're performing and possibly, if we, the audience that is listening have opportunities for you to, put out and perform. How do we find you?
Follow me everywhere, basically. You have Twitter, Instagram, Reverb Nation, and SoundCloud at One Micheal Jamal. That's the @ One Micheal Jamal. The number one, MichealJamal, all together. I normally say it like this: follow me at One Micheal Jamal, because there's only one Micheal Jamal. Bring back that real R&B music.
Oh, sookie now. And I do like the idea of the live music versus the track. I am old school. I'm not gonna say how seasoned I am. I just say I'm getting better every day.
I understand. And there's nothing wrong with it.
But I do appreciate that, because I remember growing up, my sister was actually two of my sisters were performers as well as myself. And there was never any better feedback or feeling that came from a live band. That whole, going off of each other's emotions and thoughts and connecting, because when you're on stage and you're with a band, not only are you connecting with the audience, but you're connecting with each other.
Yes.
And the way that it flows is so beautiful, because you're no longer working on what we practiced. It's more of what we're feeling right now, and we can communicate that not just to each other, but to the audience. So that is definitely something that I'm going to be looking forward to. And I'm definitely going to be following you to figure out where you are, so that I can get a chance to come see you and be in the front of the crowd rooting for you, because I think that this is an awesome journey that you're on. And I think that you're going to do, great things. So now, are you strictly performing inside of the Delaware perimeter? Or are you in the Philly, DC, New York, New Jersey? Where, are you branching out?
Yes, if I can move, I will be there. Basically, life has a hold of me, so whatever I can make it happen is what I can do. Am I open to traveling? Yes, I love traveling. That's what I love to do. Because it's not just me. You know what I mean? This movement isn't just me. I got my brother, well, not my blood brother, but my singing brother that I grew up with, by the name of S. Romeo. You'll be looking out for him too. And we together we go as Melody, as a group. And like it's a big movement that it's not just me that is gonna have to be, it's gonna have to be spread out because the world needs to hear it. So yes, I'm always open to traveling. I have performed in Baltimore. I have performed in excuse me. I'm a little nervous right now, sitting
Don't be
all the
nervous.
places that I have performed. When I lived in Florida, I performed there. I've gone to New Jersey and Orange County, performed. Um, it's a few other places. I've also performed in Philly as well. So, auditioned for The Voice 3 times.
Sweet.
Um, auditioned for American Idol back in 2010. And yeah, the fight is there. The push is there. I'm always trying to stay active. Even when I try to take a break, if I try to run away from it, music always ends up finding me. So it's like it's my outlet, but it's also my hobby, but it's also my life. So no matter how hard I try to get away from it, if I say I want to do something else, like I love cooking, but I can't help but sing. You know what I mean? It's like I know that I can depend on that because God gave me that gift, and it hasn't gone anywhere. So I'm always willing and ready to just get up and go and spread it. Because I'm ready for
Uh,
that. So yeah.
that sounds wonderful. So now, since you are, like you said, you can't help but sing, let's try one more of your tracks. So introduce the new track that we're going to be playing next.
This next track is actually "Tell Me Part 2." It makes sense for me to send the part 1 and not send part 2 for you guys to understand. Basically, this is the Pierre Smooth side. Everybody's like, "Well, who's Pierre Smooth?" Pierre Smooth is basically the young guy, the young guy, the young gentleman, young player that still inside of me from when I was back in high school, type of thing.
Like that alter ego.
Yeah, basically, all about sex and partying and having a good time. So without further ado, tell me part 2. I think you guys are really gonna like it. It's also grown and sexy.
All right, here we go. Tell me part two.